Donna Summers takes you back. She works hard for the money, so hard for the money. She works hard for the money, so you better treat her right. Hard for the money, so hard for the money. Don't we all? That was fun. It's fun trying to figure out what song I'm going to sing at the beginning. Where is my wine? So I'm in a different location. First of all, I'm recording on my iPhone. And I can't find my SD card because I've been talking about this for a while, maybe on here, maybe on Facebook, but I had signed up for a photography class maybe month and a half ago. It was today from 2 to 4. I was so disappointed. I was disappointed. It was completely over my head, like completely over my head. And it had cast itself as beginner. You know, if you've only used an iPhone, if you don't know what an aperture is, you know, it was cast, and it was not a beginner class. Oh my goodness, they went into some fancy schmancy editing software, like not for videos, but for photography and histograms, and you know, this is 1/30th, this needs to be 118% gray. It was unfathomable to me. And the reason that I want to take a photography class is I need to photograph jewelry, and I would like to make better YouTube videos. I have nice cameras. I normally record on a 25-year-old Panasonic camcorder. I don't have HD. I don't use filters because I don't need to. It's in HD, and now I'm on my iPhone. But I need to take photographs of jewelry, spectacular photographs of jewelry, because I don't really talk a lot about this, but I have a website, and I've had it for years, and I'm in the middle of rebranding, and so a lot of photographs need to be taken of incoming stock. So I think there were 3 instructors. One was really nice, and I think I'm going to reach out to him. I've got his email. He gave us cards. They all gave us cards, and kind of really offer private lessons. I don't even know what to do. The junior college has this, but it's 6 weeks, and I always believe in give a man a fish, and he will fish for the rest of his life versus just, I mean, look, teach a man to fish, and he will eat the rest of his life. Give a man a fish, and he will eat for today. I just want someone to give me a fish on this. Oh, so, how are all of you? My name is Lulu, by the way, before I go on my rant. Speaking of rants, I do think I'm going to start doing like a rant Wednesday or something. I don't rant Thursday. I don't know, because I have a lot to rant about. I don't know why, but I do. I just want to say, so this is not going to be a rant. Skincare is simple. Now that so many of the original YouTubers are kind of, you know, they started in their bedrooms on the floor, and then they got big, and now they've got all these millions, and they're kind of hitting that 30 range. Skincare is becoming important to them and good for them. And so many more of us mature beauties are discovering YouTube. We're watching YouTube. We're making YouTube videos. It's just fun. It's a creative outlet. We make some really great friends. And of course, you're going to talk about skincare, because that's something that is near and dear to all of our hearts. But what makes me an expert, that's beside the point, or it is the point, but anyway, I mean, it's a simple Google search half the time. But there is so much you don't need. You don't need. And that which you do need takes time. It takes time. And above and beyond, and nobody wants to do it because it's not sexy, it's an extra step, but yet they'll take 30 minutes to do their skincare routine. SPF, quarter teaspoon, SPF, face and neck. Period. Period. Anyway, but I'm not going to go on a rant about it. It's simple. Anyway. And nobody is an expert. Like, nobody is an expert. Your dermatologist might be an expert, but usually dermatologists, unless you go to one that is specifically about anti-aging, and then they'll be trying to sell you their own stock, you know, they're more about the medical side, the acne. Acne is a disease, oncology. You know, they're more about that, you know, skin diseases, skin issues, psoriasis, fungal infections, and it's just really hard to get accurate information without somebody trying to sell you something. I need to get off this topic. How was your week? My week was good. I don't think you can tell in this light, but I got my purple redone. It's always purple, but it just needs to get, you know, boosted. And it's a highlighting process. So those of you who get your hair highlighted, except I'm highlighting in purple. And so it's that whole routine. I got some cut off. And so that was, I think, 3.5 to 4 hours in the chair. Oh, but it was fun. Love my stylist. We had a good time. I bought myself, I had them delivered. I ordered 24 roses for myself for Valentine's Day. Card said, Happy Valentine's Day to me, from me. They're still on my desk, and they are still beautiful. And I did that. My husband always went all out on Valentine's Day, and so I'm continuing the tradition. And it felt good to answer the door, and there was this beautiful long, you know, box of roses, and it was fun. And I'm glad I was able to do that. Let me think. Oh, the Aurora, Illinois shooting, of course, was this week, the mass shooting at the workplace. Can you imagine now if you are needing to terminate someone this coming week and you're in that environment, you're like, it affects every part of our being, you know. And some cute stuff. My mom is, her toes are really, even in the house, and she keeps it at, I swear, 78. Even when she's wearing like UGG-type boots or slippers, her toes are cold. So we're talking to the doctor. She's at the doctor all the time anyway, one doctor or another. And I thought, you know what, we need to get her toe warmers. Now, this may seem like the most obvious solution, but we were thinking, you know, blankets around her, you know, Uggs. We were thinking all kinds of things. And all of a sudden, it's like toe warmers. You know, back in watching the football games, back when the boys were in high school, to the hardware store, there they were, and I got her all kinds of different sizes, and, you know, and it's like you know, when you think about it, there's this little pack, you shake it, and it gets warm, and pretty soon it's almost hot, and you're like, what is in this? Like, she kept going, I don't need a battery, I don't need electric. I'm like, no, just after a few hours it goes away, and if you're still cold, put another one in. So that was like, oh, the sky opened up, angels were singing. And speaking of sky opening up and angels singing, I had dinner last night with a very dear friend, and we had such a good time. I can't even begin to tell you what a good time we had. And we were pampered to death, and just from beginning to end. If you're on my Facebook group, you will see what I mean. I even said, when they put the pat of butter, okay, you're going, okay, it's butter. In all the 9 million restaurants I've been everywhere, I have never seen a pat of butter like this. And I said, as soon as they put the pat of butter in, I said, ooh, we are in for a really good time. It's small things, right? Shopping this week, I think I bought things. I bought hair detangler, like in the kids section, like regular detangler. Did I buy another concealer? I really have to do that concealer video. I have concealers coming out, the yin yang, and I'm not sure that I'm happy. Well, no, there are a few. Reverse that tape. I am happy with a few and not at all happy with others. Charlotte Tilbury's really nice. And then at CVS, that new Korean brand, Yohan? Ooh, I don't remember the name. But the one that comes out through like a sponge tip, that one is very nice. Yesterday to dinner, I wore Laura Mercier Flawless fusion longwear that's kind of, I have discovered, my go-to. Like, I find whenever I'm doing something, going somewhere, maybe, you know, I'm finding that, so maybe that is my favorite foundation. But today, I wore Maybelline Matte and Poreless. That is such a beautiful foundation. Like, beautiful. And that was kind of fun. I don't think I bought anything else. Oh, I bought a Rimmel. As a matter of fact, I think maybe I'm wearing it today. Rimmel Stay Satin. Rimmel was 40% off at Walgreens. I had to go pick up medicine. And all of Rimmel was 40% off, as well as the Sally Hansen, not the polishes, but the treatments. And so that's nice when you see 40, you know, rather than the buy one, get one half off. The 40% is like, ooh. So that was fun. And finished watching Lark Rise to Candleford, and it's just one of those series where you wish it never ended. I wish it never ended. So I'm on the hunt now for another period drama series, so I can binge it. There's a lot of movies, which are fine. I can watch movie after movie, but I really like when it's a series and I can just binge it for a few days. And if you know of any, maybe I haven't seen them, put them down. I would love to try them out. And I have Amazon Prime, I have BritBox, I have Masterpiece Theater, I have Acorn TV, Netflix. Did I say Amazon Prime? I think I have Hulu. Yeah, and Hulu. So, I mean, you know, anyway. Really, that's kind of it for this week. Weather, we had ice storms, which, you know, ice storms are never good no matter what. I mean, it's just dangerous. But to look at the trees was just like looking up at diamonds. It was so pretty. And today it's snowing again, icy snowing kind of a thing. I was at the photography class for 2 hours, but I had come out and, you know, like really scrape the ice off my car. I didn't want to sit there forever for the defrosters and all to do that, so I scraped it off. But truly, like, just a coating of ice. That's kind of my story for this week. Dogs are great. Lucy's great. Banks is great. Lucy's got to go back to the vet. You know, she still has that skin thing going on. It's getting worse. So now he's checking her for vitamin D and zinc. Again, he does not feel that's going to be an issue, but the next step would be biopsy. So I imagine taking actual slices of skin. He still firmly believes it has to do with her going into her heat cycle. I said, how can this, I mean, she's almost now bald on her, you know, sections of her two, I don't know, what should we call it, flanks or, and I said, how could that be, that a dog would get that bald? And he said he has seen it. He has seen it with his own eyes to the point where they were bald. And so as soon as she goes into heat, which again, I don't know where it is, when it is, which would be helpful because then we could know, but I don't know. And then 8 weeks after she's done, we will get her fixed. And hopefully that will take care of things. And if not, we will go to a dermatologist, you know, whatever it takes. And he said, if you'd rather go straight to a dermatologist, he said, there's a lot of tests we can do here and not at the specialist prices. I'm like, okay, you know, I'm kind of, it's not irritating her. If I saw the slightest bit of her wanting to scratch it, or if it started getting red or inflamed, like right to the specialist we go. But that's not the case. I was taking notes. I think I've talked about everything that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I really, you know, the flowers. Please wear sunscreen. Skincare is so simple. It is simple. You don't need to buy 3,000 products and keep layering and layering. I know I might be going against the grain with some, but it can be so overwhelming. And it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. It's just a few steps and you should be done. Yes, do a video on it. I've done some way back when. I did a skincare sage series. And that was before anyone was doing them. And now everybody's doing them. And I don't know if I want to jump on that bandwagon. Anyway, oh, and by the way, if you need Retin A or CareProst, leave me a message. I'll get in touch with you. See you all soon. This week, I have to do my Honolulu, maybe not because it's like way so, but I have to do the concealer thing. I really do. And I've gotten some great things from 31, a beautiful handmade soap. Scentsy, oh my gosh, this warmer is beautiful, like beautiful. Their warmers are gorgeous. Like, I get it, you can buy the wax, you know, from Etsy, from Walmart, from, you know, Bath and Body Works. I get that part that you can buy. But these warmers are spectacular. And I got a really pretty, shiny, rhinestoney one. So, got an Avon order. Avon Under Eye Concealer is very nice. What the heck is the name? I think the word ideal is in it. I do need to do that Honolulu. Okay, everybody. Take care. On my iPhone. Yeah, looks okay, right? Just me chatting with you. Bye.